Have you ever watched someone you love, someone who once moved with such energy and confidence, now struggle with something as simple as walking across the room? You know, the kind of pain that isn't just in their legs, but in their eyes too. The frustration of not being able to do what they used to do. The pain of knowing they were once so independent, and now they need help with even the smallest tasks. It hits hard, doesn't it? Maybe it's your mother who used to walk with you every Sunday afternoon, but now she can hardly make it to the mailbox without holding onto the wall. Or your father, once a man who could lift anything, now holding his knee in agony just after walking to the garden. Does that sound familiar to you? It's so easy to feel helpless, to feel like there's nothing you can do to help them regain what they've lost. But let me tell you something important. You're wrong. This doesn't have to be the reality for them, or for you. There's a solution, and I'm here to share it with you today. The truth is, as we grow older, it's not just our bodies that start to change. It's the way we experience life. Our parents, our grandparents, our loved ones. They don't want to be a burden. They don't want to feel like they're slowing down the family or becoming dependent. The worst part? They know that something's off, but they don't always know what to do about it. Watching them deal with that pain, day in and day out, while you sit there wishing you could just make it stop, is one of the hardest things a family can go through. And the reality? So many people just accept it. They think leg pain and immobility are part of getting older, that it's just a natural part of the aging process. But it doesn't have to be this way. What if I told you that the pain doesn't need to win? What if I told you there are simple, actionable steps that can bring back some of the freedom and mobility that was lost along the way? What if I told you that your loved ones could wake up tomorrow and feel relief? No more leg pain, no more limitations. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, I'm here to tell you, it doesn't have to be. Together we're going to break the cycle of pain, and I'm going to show you how. In today's video, we're going to dive into some of the most effective, simple, and truly life-changing methods to eliminate leg pain and restore mobility. These aren't quick fixes, and they aren't about relying on painkillers or expensive treatments. These are natural, proven strategies that anyone can start using today, no matter how old you are. Imagine walking without that constant, nagging pain. Imagine not having to pause every few steps, not having to sit down after a short walk just to catch your breath. Imagine being able to go for a walk, run errands, or even dance at a family gathering, just like you did when you were younger. It's all possible, and by the end of this video, you'll be armed with the knowledge of exactly how to start making that happen. I'm going to share a daily routine, one that's easy to follow and doesn't require any fancy equipment, that will transform how you or your loved ones move. Stay with me until the end, because I promise you, these changes will give you back more than just pain-free legs. They'll give you back your freedom. Look, I know it's easy to just move on to the next video, especially when life is busy. But think about it. How long have you been putting off taking action? Do you really want to let your loved ones suffer in silence because it's easier to ignore the signs? Pain doesn't wait. It won't let you off the hook. So, let me ask you, are you really going to sit back and do nothing? If you don't take this seriously now, what happens next time they can't get out of bed? What happens when the pain becomes too much to bear? Don't wait until you regret it. Don't wait until it's too late to make a difference. If you're serious about changing this, hit that subscribe button right now. And if you don't, then I want you to take a moment and drop a comment below telling me why you didn't subscribe. What's holding you back from giving your loved ones the care they need? Maybe it's fear of failure, or maybe you just don't think it's possible. Whatever it is, talk to me about it. I'm here to help, but don't let another day go by without taking control. Now, if you're ready to change this, to make sure your loved ones don't go another day in pain, then I want you to comment, "I'm ready," below. Don't just say it, mean it. We're in this together, and I want to know you're ready to take that step forward. And while you're at it, please don't forget to like this video and hit that subscribe button so you can join us on this journey. Dr. Walter Gaines is here to help people like you and your family take back control over their health. And let me tell you, we've got so much more to come, so don't miss out on what could be the most important decision you make today. Key solution. Number 1. Simple daily stretching. Imagine waking up in the morning, and the first thing you feel is stiffness, so much that it feels like your legs have been frozen in place overnight. That was Maria's routine for months. She could barely bend down to tie her shoes, let alone take a walk around the block. Every step she took felt like a struggle, like her body was resisting her. But things changed when she started incorporating daily stretching. At first, it was hard to believe it would make a difference. But over time, the tightness began to ease, and the pain slowly faded. Soon enough, Maria was moving with much more ease, stretching her legs with no discomfort, no stiffness. Here's the thing. Stretching is one of the best ways to improve circulation, reduce muscle stiffness, and enhance flexibility, especially for seniors. As we get older, our muscles naturally lose flexibility. But the good news is, stretching can help reverse that. It's like oiling a rusty hinge. Just 10 minutes of simple stretching every day can bring back some of that lost flexibility, making your legs feel lighter and more mobile. Now, many people think that stretching might make leg pain worse, especially if you're already in discomfort. But that's not true. Done properly, stretching actually helps alleviate tension and promotes healing. It's about finding the right stretches, the ones that open up your body without forcing it into painful positions. You don't need anything fancy to get started. Simple stretches like calf raises, hamstring stretches, and ankle rotations can be done in the comfort of your own home. Just spend 10 minutes each morning doing these exercises. You'd be surprised how much of a difference it can make in your day-to-day life. But stretching alone isn't the full solution. Let's talk about building strength in your muscles, which is just as important in keeping that leg pain at bay. Key solution. Number 2. Strengthening exercises. James, a 70-year-old veteran, had been struggling with leg pain for years. His morning walks, something he used to look forward to, became impossible. The pain was just too much. He was frustrated, but he didn't want to give up. That's when he started a simple strength-building routine. At first it was hard. His legs were weak, and his body resisted him every step of the way. But over time, with consistent effort, something incredible happened. James walked a full mile one morning, something he hadn't been able to do in years. His legs weren't just stronger, they were pain-free. That's the power of strengthening exercises. Strengthening exercises are critical, especially for seniors. As we age, muscle weakness becomes one of the main contributors to leg pain. When our muscles weaken, our joints bear more pressure, leading to pain and discomfort. Strengthening the muscles around your legs, particularly the quads, calves, and hamstrings, reduces strain on the joints and can significantly improve mobility. A lot of seniors avoid exercising because they're worried it will cause injury, but that's a misconception. Low-impact strength training, like seated leg lifts or wall squats, is one of the safest ways to build strength without risking injury. In fact, these exercises help protect your joints and can actually reduce the pain you're experiencing. Start with simple exercises like seated marches or gentle squats. These are easy to do and don't require any equipment. Try to do them for about 15 minutes a day. Just that small commitment can do wonders for your legs and your overall mobility. Of course, strengthening is just one piece of the puzzle. To really get the most out of your routine, you need to look at your diet. What you're putting in your body plays a major role in reducing leg pain. Key solution. 3. Anti-inflammatory foods. Samantha had tried everything for her leg pain: stretching, exercise, even medications. But it wasn't until she made some changes to her diet that she started noticing real relief. It wasn't a miracle cure, but within a few weeks of adding more anti-inflammatory foods, she felt her leg pain become far more manageable. She was able to go for short walks again without wincing in pain after just a few minutes. It was a small change, but it made a huge difference. You see, inflammation is one of the root causes of leg pain. Foods that are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and vitamins can help fight inflammation. For seniors, a diet that includes anti-inflammatory foods isn't just about feeling better, it's about slowing down the pain that's caused by inflammation in the joints. Many people rely on painkillers to manage their pain, but here's the thing. While medication can help, it doesn't address the underlying cause. Nutrition plays just as big a role in managing pain. You can't just pop a pill and expect the pain to go away forever. You need to heal from the inside out. Start by incorporating foods like turmeric, ginger, and walnuts into your meals. These foods are known for their anti-inflammatory properties. Also, try adding fatty fish, like salmon, to your diet, as well as leafy greens and berries. These small dietary changes will help reduce the inflammation that's causing your leg pain. But don't forget, diet and exercise alone aren't enough. Staying hydrated is just as important for keeping your muscles and joints healthy. Key solution number 4. Staying hydrated. After her doctor recommended that she drink more water, Linda began noticing a huge change in her leg pain. Before, she felt like her muscles were always tight, and her joints felt stiff, but once she started staying hydrated, everything started to loosen up. Her pain didn't disappear overnight, but it was manageable. She could walk longer, and the stiffness started to go away. Hydration played a key role in her recovery. Water is essential for joint health. It lubricates the joints, flushes out toxins, and helps maintain muscle function. When you're dehydrated, your muscles become stiffer, and you're more prone to cramps and discomfort. For seniors, staying hydrated is crucial, especially because our sense of thirst diminishes with age. It's easy to ignore thirst, especially if you're not feeling particularly thirsty, but dehydration can sneak up on you, causing muscle cramps, fatigue, and even more pain in your legs. Seniors need to be proactive about drinking water, even if they don't feel thirsty. Aim to drink at least 8 glasses of water a day. Try adding electrolyte-rich drinks, like coconut water, to keep your hydration levels balanced. These small changes can go a long way in reducing leg pain and improving mobility. But hydration and nutrition alone aren't enough. To truly make a difference in your leg pain, you need to make sure you're wearing the right footwear. Key solution number 5. Proper footwear. David had been walking around with constant foot pain for years, believing it was just a normal part of getting older. But everything changed when he finally invested in a pair of orthopedic shoes. The first time he wore them, he couldn't believe the difference. He could walk without that sharp, stabbing pain in his feet. Hours of walking without any discomfort. The right shoes made all the difference. Proper footwear provides support to your legs and joints, which can drastically reduce the risk of pain and injury. Ill-fitting shoes don't just affect your feet. They can cause misalignment in your knees, hips, and back, leading to chronic leg pain. The right shoes help distribute your weight evenly, giving your muscles and joints the support they need. A lot of seniors wear shoes that look comfortable but don't offer the right support. Flat shoes or worn-out soles might feel fine at first, but over time, they contribute to leg pain. Many don't realize how much the right footwear matters when it comes to reducing pain. When choosing shoes, look for ones that offer arch support, cushioning, and a proper fit. Orthopedic insoles can also make a huge difference in providing that extra layer of comfort and support. Now that we've covered the daily steps to relieve leg pain, let's dive into the emotional impact of these changes. Imagine the peace of mind you'll have knowing your loved one can walk without pain. That's what this is really all about. It's hard, isn't it? Watching someone you love, someone who was once so full of life, struggle with something as simple as walking. To see them in pain, frustrated by their inability to move the way they used to, it feels like a part of them is slipping away. Whether it's a parent, a grandparent, or even yourself, seeing them go through this is heartbreaking. You want to help, but sometimes it feels like there's nothing you can do. It's overwhelming. The feeling of helplessness is something many families face every day, watching their loved ones age and grow weaker. But let me tell you something. What you know now, what we've just shared together, changes everything. There's a way to stop this cycle, a way to give them back their mobility, their comfort, and their independence. And now, you have the power to make that happen. I know it's easy to feel lost in these moments, like nothing will ever be the same again. It's easy to fall into that trap of fear, thinking that all the pain, all the challenges will continue to grow. But what if I told you that you don't have to feel helpless? That fear you're holding on to can be replaced with something even stronger: preparedness. You've just learned actionable steps, simple changes that can transform your loved one's life. This isn't just about physical health. This is about giving them back their freedom. It's about restoring dignity, independence, and the ability to enjoy life again. Instead of worrying about what might happen, you can now take control, step by step, and bring the quality of life back into their days. This is more than just relieving pain. It's about restoring their ability to do what they love. Take a moment right now and think about the person you love who's going through this. Maybe it's a spouse, a parent, a grandparent, someone who's been struggling with leg pain, someone who has lost their mobility, and someone who needs you. What will you do today to help them? If you've noticed these signs, these struggles, take action. Try just one of these simple changes. Start small, but start today. Offer them the support they need, whether it's introducing a daily stretching routine, a change in their diet, or even getting them the right shoes. Your action, no matter how small it feels, will make a world of difference in their life. Every little step you take today can lead to more comfort, more movement, and more joy for them tomorrow. I know it's not always easy. There will be moments when progress feels slow, when the pain still lingers, and when it seems like you're fighting an uphill battle. But let me reassure you, you're not alone in this. You are armed with the knowledge to make things better. It's a journey, yes, and there will be tough days ahead. But with patience, care, and the right steps, you will see improvement. You will see your loved one regain that spark of independence, the ability to walk, to move, and to enjoy life again. And don't forget, small steps lead to big improvements. Every stretch, every exercise, every healthier meal. These little things add up. You've already taken the first step by seeking a solution, and that's something to be proud of. So hang in there. Keep going. Your efforts matter, and change is possible. All right, let's quickly recap everything we've covered today. 5 simple yet powerful solutions that can help eliminate leg pain and restore mobility. First, we talked about the importance of daily stretching to improve flexibility and circulation. Then we discussed the role of strengthening exercises in building muscle and supporting joint health. Next, we dived into the impact of anti-inflammatory foods and how they can reduce pain and inflammation. After that, we touched on hydration and how staying well hydrated helps maintain joint and muscle function. And finally, we addressed the importance of wearing proper footwear to reduce strain and pain. These steps, each one important on its own, combine to make a real difference in your health and mobility. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these steps are you going to try first? Is it the stretching routine, the strengthening exercises, or maybe you've been neglecting hydration? Whatever it is, share it with me in the comments below. I want to hear about your experiences, what you've tried before, and what you're hoping to change. And if you have any other tips or tricks for leg pain relief, don't hold back. Let's get a conversation going and support each other through this journey. If you found this video helpful and you want more tips on senior health, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Here at Dr. Walter Gaines, we're committed to helping seniors and their families live healthier, happier lives. Every video is packed with practical advice, and by subscribing, you'll stay informed about how to improve the well-being of your loved ones and yourself. So go ahead and subscribe, and if you liked what you learned today, give us a thumbs up. Your support means the world, and together, we can make a real difference. Thank you so much for watching today. Remember, the journey to better health doesn't happen overnight, but with patience and the right knowledge, you can make lasting changes. Take care of those you love, and remember, small changes can make a world of difference. Stay strong, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next video, where we'll continue to explore ways to keep you and your loved ones living the healthiest, most fulfilling life possible. Take care.